how to stay disciplined and consistent, the 3 variables that you will need in order to be your best and be that fucking successful in this life. You will need these 3 things in order for whatever you're trying to achieve to actually work, because you guys are too fucking focused on either 1 or 2 of these things and not all 3. In order for all this shit to work in your favor, I'm talking for today specifically with your physique, this is how it's gonna work. So 3 things, again, it's gonna come down to. Here's number 1, is gonna be consistency. Consistency breaks resistance. Repetition is the mother of skill. If you are not being consistent with your workouts, with your macros, diet, with your mindset tapped in, going to the gym, tracking your food, then you're not going to get the results. You're just half-fasting this fucking shit, and somebody who half-fast shit only gets half of the results or none of the results and looks the goddamn fucking same. So if you're missing days of your workouts, if you're not just focused and dialed in on what you actually have to do, regardless of how you feel, when you wake up, you fucking go out and go get it. You wake up, same fucking time, daily process, going in every single day, then you're not going to get the results. You're going to stay the same, and you wonder why the fuck you're not fucking getting the results. It's because you're not being so fucking consistent. You need to be consistent in this life, literally for everything. That's number 1. So you have to be consistent. So it'll tie into the other 2 things that I have on for today. So the next thing is going to be your intensity. So intensity of how everything that you're doing is working or not. How hard are you actually going? Are you staying consistent, but sometimes it's you crack or you go back a step, you eat that cheat meal. You go smoke the dope. You go to the fucking booze because it's been a long day. Long day of fucking complaining, to be honest. That's your fucking intensity level. And that's what it tells about as a man if you're going to the bottle when shit starts to get tough. Use that fucking fuel when everything is tough to your advantage in the gym especially. Use it to hit the weights harder. You've been stuck at fucking 200 pounds on something? All right, increase the intensity. You got shit going on in your life as well. It's been a long, stressful fucking day at work and you still got to hit the gym. Okay, crank the weight up. See how much you can actually do. Because the amount of intensity tells a lot about a man just off rip. So if your intensity level is not up to fucking par, not gonna fucking work. You're gonna look like shit. You're gonna have some decent results if you've been consistent, but you're still gonna not look fucking ripped, shredded, looking just deadly and nasty. There's a whole fucking difference depending on how hard you're going in the gym and then how intense you're actually going with your macros as well. Are you dialing them in on the fucking dot? Or are you going over? Are you going over 15, 20, 30 grams of fat, 15, 20, 30 grams of carbs? Like the calories as well. So the intensity of the actual food that you're eating as well is big time. Also, I would even say just the people that you're hanging around. So the people that you're hanging around dictate this off the intensity, because if somebody is super fucking scared all the fucking time, then that's going to rub off on you if that's what you're hanging around. They don't like to push the weight because they feel they're going to get injured even though it's super light. Like, fuck that shit. Crank the motherfucker out, rep it out, see how much you can actually do. You have way more reps in the tank than you think. It's all fucking up here. That's the mindset you need to have. It's that discipline. Okay, so the intensity and the consistency. But let's say you've been hitting the gym hard, right? You've been going hard, you stack the weight, you're hitting PRs, and you want an aesthetic body, and you've been going for a couple of years, but still, there's just, you don't look the way you want to look. And you've been consistent, you've been doing the work, you're doing the diet. It's gonna come down to comprehension, okay? So you need that comprehension when it comes to your physique and working out, diet, mindset, all those 3 things. It's fitness, nutrition, mindset as well, but also that fucking comprehension. You need to know how this shit works. You have to learn from an individual that is actually fucking doing it, practicing what they preach and preaching what they practice, and they teach others to do the same. If you do not get a fucking coach, you are doing this shit blindfolded, okay? I was doing this shit for fucking years, and this shit was just ass cheeks. I looked like shit. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was missing the comprehension. I was tracking macros, but I just looked on YouTube. I was scattered as fuck, though. My intensity level 2, I would just go through the fucking motions of the workout. That's the other thing. Don't be just going through motions of workouts just to get it done, you fat, lazy fucking bitch. So I'm telling this story too because it comes down to these three main things. Because I had a chick come up to me today in the gym and she asked, oh, like, you look so strong compared to 3 months ago, like you were super skinny. And I was explaining that, yeah, I have a coach for this. He makes a workout plan for me and blah, 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 right? And I just go on to explain what I'm telling to you guys and also just some other shit that she was going through and saying she goes hard all week and then on the weekend she fucking just pounds her fucking face with food. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't fucking work like that. When you have all these three fucking things, the comprehension, intensity, and consistency, you're not going to want to do those things. Because you're so tapped in. You're dialed in. Your mindset is changing. And you see that, okay, my 10.0 self doesn't want to fucking do that. And that's what I was explaining to her. Regret is your fucking guideline. And she's like, oh, I look the same. I'm like, well, it makes fucking sense. Like, regret is your guideline, like, and it's like, oh, okay. You know, so this is what I'm saying. It's those three things. If you don't have a coach, if you don't have somebody that's guiding you in the right direction, you're doing this blindfold with the comprehension because you need the perfect macro split, the perfect macros in general, and you also need that perfect workout plan for what you're trying to achieve in order for all this to work. Because if not, you're just wasting fucking time and you're wasting money on fucking bullshit supplements as well and all these fucking bullshit products that they're selling you just to get money out of you, and you just do it for fun. Like, it should be about getting the knowledge of how this shit works, keeping it so simple. That's what that shit is. Because you're scattered when you go buy all that fucking bullshit that you don't even need. Motherfuckers do that shit all the time. I don't get that. You only need a certain amount of knowledge for this, and then apply everything when somebody gives you all that shit to do from the comprehension that the motherfucker knows. So that's what it is. Those are the three variables in order to be disciplined and consistent. And here's another big ass thing. Once you start to see the results, you're always going to want to see more results. So same shit. Once you get a coach, you're always going to need a coach. That's just it. That's the accountability, keeping you in check so you don't fall off and go back to your old ways. I love you guys. That is today's video. Thank you guys for everything. If you need coaching, DM me Beast on Instagram, Nick Drivas Fit, and we'll get you going ASAP. Love y'all.